During the tumultuous 5th century AD, the Western Roman Empire grappled with a myriad of challenges that shook its foundations. Internally, economic turmoil intertwined with constant political upheavals as frequent coups painted a picture of a diminishing empire. Externally, the barbarian tribes Goths, Vandals, and the fearsome Huns under the command of Attila mercilessly attacked Roman territories. The Huns, a nomadic tribe known for their swift cavalry and hit-and-run tactics, posed an unprecedented threat to Western Europe. Attila, the Hun leader with relentless ambition, sought to expand his empire, challenging Rome's faltering grasp. His infamous attacks soon reached Gaul. The Battle of Chalons in 451 AD was a critical turning point, uniting unlikely partners, the Romans under General Aetius and the Visigoths led by King Theodoric I. Despite their initial conflicts, an alliance formed amid shared threats. The stage was set in the vast, open plains of Gaul where strategies and courage intertwined in a battle that would determine the fate of Western Europe. Aetius and King Theodoric displayed remarkable coordination and ingenuity. The Roman central positioning, fortified by trained infantry, along with the Visigothic cavalry on the left flank, created a formidable front against Attila's unpredictable assaults. The Roman-Visigoth coalition's tight formation thwarted Attila's favorite tactics of surprise and rapid infiltration. Despite fierce clashes, the battle tilted in favor of the coalition. Theodoric fell tragically, galvanizing his forces to press on with unwavering resilience. Under the moonlit sky, a battered Attila withdrew, leaving the once blood-drenched plains behind. This victory temporarily halted Hunnic threats and shaped the destiny of the Roman-Visigoth alliance. The aftershocks of Chalons rippled through the fabric of Western Europe, transforming military strategies and heralding the rise of the Visigothic kingdom in Spain. Yet, the internal weaknesses of the Western Roman Empire foreshadowed its inevitable collapse. The battle's legacy endured, transforming alliances and marking the slow but profound transformation towards the medieval era. Hit the subscribe button now and become part of our growing community of history enthusiasts. Let's uncover the mysteries of the past together. As the morning mists of 466 AD enveloped the land, the solemn tolling of the death bell resonated at the heart of the Visigothic kingdom. On this somber day, King Euric of the Visigoths found himself standing upon the cold stone balcony of his palace in Toulouse. The chill breeze carried with it the unmistakable scent of rain, and above him, slate-gray clouds lingered ominously, as if concealing the harbinger of destiny. Draped in his royal cloak, Euric's heart bore the heavy legacy of the past, the enigmatic demise of his brother. Euric realized that his sovereignty would entail a relentless struggle against the tides of fate, where the annals of history would be inscribed by decisive choices and the clash of blades. In these reflective moments, Euric pondered the hushed murmurs that filled his great hall. As elucidated by historian Edward Gibbon in the History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, 466 AD was a crucible year for the Visigoths. The Western Roman Empire teetered on the brink of dissolution, while emergent Germanic realms sketched the contours of Europe's future. Eager to widen his sphere of influence, Euric understood that brute force alone would not suffice to cement his dominion. With eyes alight with tenacious resolve, Euric embarked upon a new path for his realm, conscious that only through martial and political acumen could he retain his grip on power. His aspirations transcended territorial aggrandizement, aiming instead to craft a formidable kingdom that would inspire dread in adversaries and secure its stature amidst a fractured Europe. In 469 AD, he launched his inaugural campaign towards Lusitania. Euric confronted the Suebi army, an imposing barrier on his journey. Historian Walter Guffart notes that this battle was Euric's initial stride towards supremacy, as he deftly fused military might with shrewd politicking, forging alliances with the Gallo-Roman nobility. Euric, with his sword, now emblematic of authority, led his troops into the fray. In a ferocious and sanguinary encounter, the Visigoths seized Merida, and Lusitania succumbed to his rule. However, his ambitions soared beyond mere conquest. Uric was intent on founding a new political identity, balancing militaristic power with astute diplomacy, as detailed by Peter Brown. As his forces approached the dilapidated frontiers of the beleaguered Western Roman Empire, Uric turned his attention to Tarraconensis in 472 AD. The city capitulated like a crumbling fortress under a deluge, granting him sway over the southwestern territories. Yet this expansion signaled not just the annexation of land, but was integral to his grander vision of nurturing internal stability. Amidst these maneuvers, the Roman Emperor Julius Nepos grappled with maintaining his reign against the backdrop of impending ruin. In a treaty of reluctant necessity, Nepos acknowledged Visigothic dominion over lands south of the Loire and west of the Rhone. Despite these triumphs, challenges loomed for Uric. In 476 AD, following the Western Roman Empire's collapse as Odoacer seized control, Uric swiftly moved to reassert dominance over Provence. Through a subsequent concord, he compelled Odoacer to recognize Visigothic sovereignty. In 507 AD, the Battle of Ville unfurled near Poitiers between the Visigothic kingdom and Clovis I, king of the Franks. This conflict was decisive. Uric's heir, Alaric II, led the Visigothic host in person. Yet fortune faltered, and Alaric perished in battle. In the wake of defeat, the Visigoths withdrew to Septimania, where they regrouped their strength. Though the kingdom endured a martial setback, it continued to flourish in Spain under its new rulers. Alaric II's introduction of Lex Alaric showcased the kingdom's evolution. His orchestration of the ecclesiastical council at Agde further fortified the kingdom's institutional framework. In this epoch of tumult, the Visigothic kingdom embodied the shift from the era of empires to the dawn of kingdoms. Ultimately, as Brian Ward Perkins articulates, the Visigoths were more than a bellicose realm. They significantly contributed to the cultural and political evolution of Western Europe, epitomizing the transitional phase from antiquity to the Middle Ages. In the twilight of the Roman Empire, the early 6th century witnessed the Iberian Peninsula embroiled in turmoil as the Visigothic kingdom struggled to assert dominance. The death of King Alaric II in 507 AD marked the commencement of a turbulent epoch for the Visigoths as Gisalic, Alaric's illegitimate son, ascended the throne amidst a whirlwind of dissent from the nobility. His reign, fraught with challenges, laid the foundation for internal strife that cast the kingdom into chaos. Concurrently, Theodoric the Great reigned over the Ostrogoths with an astute grasp of power dynamics in Western Europe. His alliances across the Italian and Germanic realms fortified his influence, and he soon turned his ambitions towards the divided Iberia. The clashing forces met in the dramatic Battle of Barcelona in 531 AD, a conflict that saw Gisalic's forces crumble disastrously. Besieged by misfortune and treachery, Gisalic met his demise at Theodoric's behest, paving the way for Ostrogothic oversight of the Visigothic realm. Under the watchful eye of Theodoric, his grandchild Amalaric was instated as the titular monarch, albeit too young to wield any true power. In essence, it was Theudis, the Ostrogothic regent, who held the reins of authority, yet his rule was beleaguered by external threats, particularly from the Franks under Childebert I. The passing of Theodoric in 526 AD was a shifting moment, a prelude to Amalric's solitary attempts to embody sovereignty, which met a violent end at the hands of the Franks in 531 AD. With his demise, Theudis assumed control, tasked with navigating the geopolitical quagmires and Byzantine encroachments orchestrated by Emperor Justinian I. The Byzantines exploited Visigothic instability to plant roots in southern Spain, birthing a Byzantine province that complicated Theudis's attempts at consolidation. The kingdom teetered on the edge, beset by noble factions engaged in internal skirmishes and Byzantine-backed insurgencies. The Byzantine naval prowess severely hampered the Visigoths, demoralizing their resistance and recalibrating the power balance. Amidst this decline, 550 AD saw the rise of Athanagild, a commander vehemently opposing Byzantine hegemony. His military campaigns, however, were thwarted by formidable Byzantine defenses and an internal fractiousness. Faced with intractable challenges, Athanagild conceded territories to Byzantium in 552 AD, redefining Visigothic bounds within Iberia. The emergence of King Leovigild in 569 AD heralded a dramatic epoch of determinism. Leovigild's reign was characterized by efforts to revitalize Visigothic ascendancy. His military exploits saw the reclamation of key territories and the subjugation of adversaries like the Suebi. Diplomatic adeptness and strategic sieges expelled Byzantine influence from southern strongholds, solidifying Visigothic sovereignty. However, a personal conflict loomed within Leovigild's family. As his son, Hermenegild's conversion to Catholicism sparked a rebellion that was quelled, albeit at great personal cost. Despite enduring trials, Leovigild's reign was transformative. His reforms reignited vitality within the kingdom. Subscribe to Morasel, where we delve deep into the captivating events, remarkable civilizations, and influential figures that shaped the world as we know it today.